Did you know that a single battle could redraw the map of an entire continent and shape the course of history for centuries to come? The Battle of Waterloo wasn't just a military defeat. It was a watershed moment that reverberated across Europe, leaving an indelible mark on its political, social, and economic landscape. The Battle of Waterloo, fought on June 18, 1815, marked the definitive end of Napoleon Bonaparte's reign. His defeat at the hands of the Allied forces, primarily Britain and Prussia, brought his 100 Days comeback to a crashing halt. Napoleon's loss solidified the dominance of the coalition and led to his final exile to the remote island of St. Helena. The once mighty French Empire was dismantled, its vast territories and influence stripped away. The Bourbon monarchy was restored in France, signaling a return to traditional power structures. This restoration, however, was built on the ashes of a revolution and an empire, creating a fragile peace. Waterloo had a profound impact on the political landscape of Europe, setting the stage for a new era of international relations. The Congress of Vienna, which had been interrupted by Napoleon's return, resumed its work, cementing its decisions. The Congress aimed to establish a balance of power, preventing any single nation from dominating the continent. This was a direct response to the Napoleonic Wars, which had plunged Europe into decades of conflict. The Concert of Europe was created as a mechanism for maintaining peace and stability through diplomacy and cooperation. This alliance of major European powers sought to suppress revolutionary ideas and uphold the established order. The rise of conservative forces across Europe was a direct consequence of the fear of revolution. Monarchies and aristocracies sought to reinforce their power and suppress any challenges to their authority. Ironically, Napoleon's conquests, though intended to create an empire, inadvertently fueled the flames of nationalism across Europe. The shared experience of resisting French domination fostered a sense of national identity in many regions. This burgeoning nationalism fueled movements for unification and independence, particularly in Italy and Germany. People began to identify with their shared language, culture, and history, demanding self-determination. The ideals of the French Revolution, though suppressed by conservative forces, continued to inspire reform movements. Liberalism, with its emphasis on individual rights and constitutional government, gained traction. Waterloo, therefore, became a catalyst for both conservative reaction and the rise of progressive ideologies. The tension between these forces would define much of 19th-century European history. The economic effects of Waterloo and the Napoleonic Wars were mixed, leaving a complex legacy. The prolonged conflict had devastated many European economies, disrupting trade and agriculture. However, the end of the war also opened new opportunities for trade and investment, as markets previously closed by Napoleon's continental system were reopened. This led to a period of economic growth in some regions. Britain, with its naval dominance and early industrialization, benefited significantly from the post-Waterloo economic order. It emerged as the leading economic power in Europe. Despite the opportunities, the war left a legacy of debt and social unrest in many countries. The burden of war taxes and the displacement of soldiers created widespread hardship. Waterloo was far more than just a military victory. It was a watershed moment that reshaped the political, social, and economic landscape of Europe. It marked the end of an era of revolution and empire and ushered in a new era of conservative restoration and burgeoning nationalism. The battle paved the way for the rise of nationalism and liberalism, forces that would ultimately transform the continent. Its impact continues to be felt today, shaping our understanding of European history and international relations. If you found this exploration of Waterloo's impact insightful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into pivotal historical events. Share this video with your fellow history enthusiasts and let us know in the comments which historical turning point you'd like us to explore next.